but it does mean that because we're going live to Facebook and YouTube, that when we start talking in 30 seconds time, everything will work out fine. Yeah, there is today.
This clock reminds me of the old schools and college clocks before the program. Used to count down.
Yeah.
Do you remind I think that was both BBC and ITV. I had one. And they're counting down. Coming up shortly, the geography program.
Exactly. Schools programming, especially.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So the kids in the class knew they had 5 minutes to wait, and they had to wait patiently. Hello, everybody, and welcome to our Monday show. Hello, Fonz.
Hi. Keep forgetting it's Monday.
Yeah, it is still Monday. It's a great day throughout the UK, but we're smiling inside because of something that happened in the United States over the weekend. Right, so welcome to the show. And as you know, we have been doing shows on and off now for a long time. And
a couple of weeks.
No, years. On Be Live. And we like to get together and just have a chat and play the quiz. And this week we have a challenge for you because this music was before I started listening to music, just to give you a clue.
It was definitely long before I was listening to music.
if we get 10 out of 10 this week, it'd be a blooming miracle. So we need help from everybody this week. So if you've got musical knowledge about, well, which year have we chosen, Fonz?
I'm trying to remember now. 1958.
1958. So the Wayback Machine is going back to 1958, and we've got to try. Well, hello to. Is he just about to go on a call? Otherwise, I'll join you. Have a great week. Catch you later. Take care, Claire. See you soon. Bye. Thanks for commenting.
My camera's in a different place because I've been. I keep forgetting my hand.
You've been doing your records, haven't you?
Yeah. And copying these TV themes. Let's go for a few. Who remembers Postman Pat? Postman Pat.
I do.
Postman Pat. What else we got here? I'll just go for a few. The Bill.
The Bill, yeah.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Cheers. I'll feed the same pet. A lot of famous British soap there.
Yeah, EastEnders.
What else we got here?
Got anything happier than EastEnders?
I've got Roll and Rat. Bit of Roll and Rat.
Okay.
Well, it's 3 Roll and Rat there. It's just knowing where to hold them up at. Yeah. And we've got Doctor Who.
Of course. Peter Davison.
Yep.
Yeah.
Back. And if I can get to it, I'll have to take my headphones off for a sec. Hang on. No, wait. No, I don't have to.
We don't want any sound problems this week.
There's another Doctor Who there.
Chris and I can hear you. Okay. Yep. Tom.
I'm trying to find it. Where? Remember Benny?
Yes. Crossroads. Yes.
He's still waiting at the crossroads, apparently.
Yeah.
Grange Hill, just say no.
Yeah. Okay.
Zammo took a drug overdose. Bread, do you remember that?
Yeah, Liverpool comedy. Yep.
Yeah, I'm trying to find there it is. The one I was telling you about earlier.
Billy Connolly. Yeah, great comedian.
Super grand.
Good man, the big yin. And we're back. So, how do we follow Billy Connolly? The thing is with difficulty, but we'll say hello to Chris, Stephen Fonz.
Sorry, I'm just tidying up a bit. Did you know there was words to the EastEnders thing?
No. Okay. Right. Yes. The moment in time. Nita Dobson. Right, shall we play the quiz?
Yeah, I just tidied these up. I'll let you set it up while I just tidy these up quickly.
Okay. Right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to share screen, and it has been decided that we're actually going to go. Our quiz this week is from Trivia Plaza, and
Hold on. My dog's barking, by the way.
We can hear her, him, her.
Lucky.
Lucky. We can hear
She's
Lucky.
going to be lucky in a minute.
Okay. I'm putting the quiz full screen. It's 1958, as you can see. Do you know these famous songs from 1958 by artists like Elvis Presley, the Champs, and Ricky Nelson? This, if we get 10 out of 10 on this, it'd be a miracle.
A miracle.
Okay. Oh, it's going to. Who's sorry now?
We are.
Well, 1958 is before my time. Who's sorry now? Was it the Champs, Peggy Lee, Ricky Nelson, or Connie Francis?
I've got an idea.
Okay. Do the names mean anything to you?
Yep.
Okay. Of the names that mean something to you, which would you say is most likely?
Connie Francis.
All right. Okay. Chris, you have a vote in this if you wish. And Kelly, if you're out there, we need you. Although this being the 1958 quiz, we're all in the same boat. We're going to struggle. We are going to struggle. And I mean, some of the songs are still being played now, so I suppose that's okay. And if you hop over to United World Radio, you can hear some of them.
You might do, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Okay. We're going to go. We're going to start now. And we're going to start with Connie Francis, 1958.
Let's see how sorry we are now. Hey.
Okay.
Hey.
Second one. Tears on My Pillow. Was it the Coasters, the Maguire Sisters, the Elegants, Little Anthony, and the Imperials? Right. There's a quiz. I haven't a clue. Well, I haven't a clue on this one.
Hang on. I'm just looking at them. I know this one. I'm thinking. I'm stuck between two people at the moment.
Right. Okay. Chris got the last one right. Well done, Chris. And we've now gauged the time delay, so we'll hang on a few seconds more with this. But
right, I've decided.
What?
It was between the Elegants and Little Anthony and the Imperials, but I'm thinking Little Anthony and the Imperials.
Okay. I just don't have a clue at all. So Chris, if you can help, please do. Kelly, if you're out there, we need you. And to everybody else who's watching, thank you. This is the quiz, and then Fonz and I will reappear on screen, either smiling because we got 10 out of 10, or well, we'll still be smiling whatever happens. But
I think everybody agrees with.
Okay.
The Imperials.
Correct. Right, this is one which is up your street, Fonz. Good golly, Miss Molly. Was it Conway Twitty, the Kalin Twins, Perry Como, or Little Richard?
This one's easy.
Yeah. Okay, take Chris's answer off the screen for the last question. And yeah,
let's just say it's not. Let's just say it's not Conway Twitty.
Right, take your word for that.
Have you got an idea who it might be?
Yeah, and it's peculiar that they seem to be stuck in one spot on the screen. That's my clue. Oh, we're joined by Nick, and Nick for the last one was saying the Imperials, and Chris, other Nick, and Nick,
he's saying Little Richard.
Little Richard.
That's who I would have said.
Okay. So we're going to go with Little Richard then.
Yeah.
Okay. All we have to do is click the right-hand corner and we're right. Bottom corner. They've all been there so far. So this could well be the same. Yakety Yak. Was it Jack Scott? Little
Don't
Richard.
talk back.
The Champs or the Coasters? So you're going for
The coasters.
The coasters. You think the needle's stuck on this quiz?
What do you mean?
Chris had no idea on the last one.
Yakety Yak, don't talk back. That's in an Arnold Schwarzenegger film. It goes Yakety Yak, don't talk back.
Okay.
Anybody know what Arnold Schwarzenegger film that's from? It's in my head, but I don't know which one.
So Yakety Yak, was it Jack Scott, Little Richard, the Champs, or the Coasters? And well, close that. Okay, I've no idea. And Nick's going with the Coasters.
Everybody's going with the Coasters.
Okay, and Chris is going with the Coasters. So everybody says the Coasters. The needle is stuck. That's 4 out of 4. Right. Okay. Tom Dooley. I never heard of Cozy Cole, but never mind. Little Anthony, Jerry Lee Lewis, or the Kingston Trio. Well, logic says that the bottom right is always going to be favourite.
Bottom right.
Yeah. Well,
is that it would be the same one.
Yeah.
Always be the same one as me. Yeah. Sorry, I was thinking was it my left, but it's not.
Okay.
Cozy Cole. It's not that. I don't even know who that is.
Neither do I. And we're still waiting for the guesses to come in, and we know there's a delay between the live comment and it appearing in our studio. Just hope it doesn't get too long. And from Nick,
Kingston
no idea,
Trio.
we'll go for the Kingston Trio for fun.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, this quiz is just for fun.
Yeah, that's who I would have said.
Yeah.
I'm not 100% on it.
All right. Until we get 9 out of 9 correct, and we've just got the 10th to go, it is fun. Right, okay. And Chris has no idea. So we're going to go with the Kingston Trio then.
Yeah.
Okay, and the next one, number 6 of 10. Whole Lotta Woman. Is that Jack Scott, Marvin Rainwater, Danny and the Juniors, or Cozy Cole?
Oh God, I can hear this song in my bloody in my head. And I'm trying to think who sung it. Ah.
And Corinda, it's the last. Corinda's with us. Hello, Corinda. We're just chatting before the show. We hope you're okay, my friend. And it's good to see you joining in. And what's your guess on this one, Corinda?
Oh God, I can hear this song.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Lotta Woman.
Corinda's going for Jack Scott.
Anybody else come up with anything yet?
No. I'm just.
I don't think it's Jack Scott.
Okay, the first 5 went bottom right, but we may well be moving about the board now. And Corinda is saying yeah. Okay, good. But I
don't know why.
Okay.
I don't think it's Jack Scott. It's not Danny and the Juniors. I have no idea who Cozy Cole is. So because of process of elimination in that way, I'm going to go Marvin Rainwater.
All right. Okay. And Corinda's saying I think so. Good. And Chris is going with Marvin.
That's who I would have said with process of elimination.
Okay. So we have 2 votes for Marvin. Is Nick around? And Nick is saying no idea. Just like me, Nick.
I can hear it in my head. But
okay.
You know, this Marvin's only a guess by, like I said, pros.
Okay. So by 2 votes to 1, we're going with Marvin Rainwater. Well done, team. Well done, Fonz and Chris. Okay. Now, if you don't get this one, Fonz, I'm afraid there's no hope for you. Great Balls of Fire. Was it Jack Scott, Tommy Edwards, Buddy Holly, or Jerry Lee Lewis?
Hey.
Okay, everybody should
But I
get
had to be day. It's not him.
when you say goodbye. But yeah, everybody should get this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's one of their most famous hits.
Yeah. Goodness gracious. Okay, so waiting for the guesses to come in. Oh, sorry, the facts to come in, because everybody knows this one.
Yeah.
And,
But he was on Sun Records, same as Elvis, wasn't he? And Johnny Cash and that in the beginning. I do believe.
Right, the votes are coming in, and first vote is from Chris, and she's saying Jerry Lee Lewis. Thank you, Chris. And the next vote is from Corinda, who's agreeing. And we've got one more vote to go if Nick's still with us. And is that 5 out of 5 Fonz, you think?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to go with Jerry Lee Lewis, which gives us 7 out of 7.
We're doing all right.
Okay. Well, this is surprising. Don't I beg of you, strange title. Was it Jack Scott, the Chamberlain twins, Laurie London, or Elvis Presley? Don't I beg of you. The title doesn't make sense.
No, I think it's a double A side.
Oh, right, okay.
You see, It's got like a mark down the middle. Sometimes some, like Strawberry Fields Forever and Penny Lane, were a double A side.
They were.
So I suppose this is the same. Don't you leave me where you were.
Right, okay. So do we need help or do you know?
I know who it is.
All right, okay.
Yeah, baby. Yeah. Yeah, baby.
Cast your votes now. I know a certain puppet with that voice.
Yeah. Yeah, baby.
Double A side. Thank you, Nick's confirming it. Thank you, people. I'm learning all the time. And just need a vote or two. And we can then decide who it is. As we're on question 8 out of 10. This is Stephen and Fonz behind the card on screen, and the song is a double A side, as Nick and Fonz have said, and it's Don't I Beg of You, and the options are Jack Scott, the Chamberlain twins, Roy London, and Elvis Presley. So the votes are coming in, and first vote is from Chris. She doesn't know. Okay, fair enough, Chris. I'd go with that as well. And Corinda is saying, he says Christina. Okay. All right. Okay. See, Corinda's got Google to help him.
Oh, is that what he's doing?
Yeah. Nick is Nick is saying I don't know, and Corinda says Christina
Grimmy. Don't know who that is.
No.
I believe it's Mr. Presley.
Okay. Right. Nick doesn't know. Chris is thinking about it.
I'm saying Elvis Presley, baby.
Right.
All right. Since my baby left me.
Okay. So you definitely.
That's what my guess
is.
You
know your Presley songs. Okay.
My mum liked Elvis.
Question 9. Hard-headed woman. Don't ask me why. Another double A side. Elvis Presley, Laurie London, Conway Twitty, all the champs. Now, we did learn in a previous quiz that somebody can be the right answer for more than one song. So don't rule out Elvis because he's already been one of the answers in the quiz. He could still be correct in this one.
It's only make believe. Didn't Conway Twitty sound a bit like Elvis though as well?
Well, it was a genre, wasn't it? It was you know.
It's only make believe.
I keep telling you, I'm trying to tell you, this is before my time. Incredibly.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So
Freddie Fox can apply for it. He could do stars in their eyes as Elvis, but don't tell him that because he thinks Elvis nicked his voice.
This is going for Elvis for this one, and
yeah, it's definitely
Elvis for sure.
Yeah, it's definitely Elvis, isn't it?
Okay, so we're going to go with Elvis. Okay, now incredibly, we have scored 9 out of 9.
I know miracles can happen, can't they?
It does prove miracles can happen, because I was expecting to get about 3 out of 10. So congratulations to everybody who's played along with us today, and especially to Fonz. You've done well as a team, because you didn't have me playing, because I haven't got a clue. Right. Okay, so question 10. And if you get this right as a team, then you get a medal.
I know this one anyway. It's all in the game.
Right, the song is It's All in the Game. Was it Danny and the Juniors, the Kingston Trio, the Kaelin Twins, or Tommy Edwards? Well, it wasn't Elvis. We can say that because Elvis is not one of the choices. Elvis has been choice twice.
Buddy Holly hasn't even been once.
Now I'm
quite disappointed in that.
Tommy Edwards says Corinda, and he's corrected the spelling. All good. And Nick is saying he doesn't know. Yikes.
I've got the vinyl to it over there somewhere.
Nick is saying, Chris is saying Tommy. Right, you know this one, sir.
Yeah, I got this vinyl to it. It's Tommy Edwards.
Okay. So for a world conquering score, I'd be interested to see what the average is here.
Yeah.
But this is for 10 out of 10 for the second week running. $10 out of 10. The average is 7.46. So thank you to Trivia Plaza for the quiz. An inspired choice by Fonz, 1958.
7.46.
I'm just in awe of everybody who took part in the quiz, because to get 10 out of 10 for a 1958, given that you're all young ones, is really quite amazing. Really.
How many song innuendos can I put into everything you say?
Okay, and over to Nick, and Nick is saying, "Great show, guys. I'm back off to OBS green screen working." Nick is sorting out his OBS green screen. Have fun, Nick.
You've been trying OBS, haven't you? This week.
Yeah, I'm doing OBS. Let's take that off and come back to the two of us and hide that. Yeah.
What can you tell us about it?
Right. Okay. Let's story then. It's story time. You're pointing at me.
No, okay. I'm pointing to see if I'm in focus.
All right. You are in focus. And I've got a comment coming in, so I'll take the comment from Chris.
Yeah.
You're in Cambridge from?
Yeah, Cambridge is good. It's not much is happening here, really. I don't think much would be happening. It's all quiet.
Yeah.
Around here.
I mean, we've got through the first weekend, haven't we?
Yeah.
There's only 3 weekends to go. And we were talking earlier, and you were saying that the difference this time is that
we know what's coming this time. Well, we knew what was coming. Last time we didn't. It was all new. We knew what was coming, so we're more prepared for it. Yeah.
And we've got the option. We can actually go out several times a day. And I think that makes a world of difference to be able to walk out the door when you want to.
Yeah.
Rather than just once a day. And the people I feel for are people who are on their own. And for businesses who'd only just opened up again and they're closing again.
Yeah, there's a few, especially small businesses.
Yeah. Yeah. That's true. And over to Corinda, over to Barry. Hello, Barry.
Barry.
Join late. Good job getting. Well, no, I didn't play this week. I just put the cards on the screen. It was a team effort with Nick and Chris and Corinda. I
don't think anybody likes it, but I think we just got to tolerate it, really, haven't we? Until it's for the best, really, isn't it?
Yeah, we do have to do something, Corinda. Otherwise, more people will get ill.
Yeah.
And basically, the problem is that you know well is that if more people get ill with COVID, then the hospitals can't treat.
Do you know how I cope with it? How I put in perspective.
Okay.
If you look at this in World War II, now that was from 1939 to 1945.
Yep.
And nobody knew what the outcome was going to be. Every day was a struggle. Didn't realize it was going to last that long. Then they had blitzes to go through and all that. And you imagine that nightmare. What would you rather have this? Stay at home till it, something's done, or it calms down, or go through that? I know what I'd rather have, and that's what makes me think, yep.
Yeah. As you say, we know what's happening. We know what we can and can't do, and we just hope that people show some common sense. Yes, that's going to be the tell is going to be common sense. I mean, we're on a 4-week lockdown, 3.5 weeks to go, and people have just got to show common sense, really, whichever area of the UK they're in. And
the more we do as we're told, I was going to say, the more we do as we're told, the quicker that things normality.
Yeah.
The thing is, what's making it worse is what a lot of people, this is my personal view, what a lot of people don't realise is say, oh, what's the proof of all these people? My view is what it is, people like myself and people like you who are not vulnerable in respect to health issues are not high risk. But if we go out and we have symptoms and have coronavirus, we can then pass it on to other people who are vulnerable to it. And that's what it's about. Not everybody is at high risk. People are at risk in different levels, but people on a lower risk can give it to somebody on a higher risk, and then that threatens their life. That's what the whole thing's about. You may be lower risk and you could walk around and be fine, but the point of being locked down is to stop the risk on people that are vulnerable.
Yeah, to stop it being passed on. And that means that we need the younger people to actually
That's right, yeah.
Social distancing, wear a mask. All right, Corinda has a question which came in to and why can't our Prime Minister help the NHS? Corinda, we're in a strange position where we're able to say that the Conservative government are putting lots of money into the NHS and they're not short of money. At this moment in time, every time they ask for something, it's being given. The problem is caused by the fact that I can hear dogs barking.
Yeah, well, you brought up the prime. You brought up the Prime Minister, and she's very supportive.
Right. Okay. The problem is, Corinda, this cannot double my money. We only have so many doctors and nurses, and to train a doctor takes between 8 and 10 years. To train a nurse takes years as well. So we can't just suddenly turn on a tap like we can get water out of the. We can't just do that. It would take 8 to 10 years of actually building up the number of doctors and nurses that we have to be able to say, right, okay, we can withstand anything. But once we've got through COVID, what do we do with those doctors and nurses? So in order to make sure that we have the facilities in the hospitals which can cope with both COVID and normal requirements, then money won't help. Money does well. What I'm trying to say is we can't do anything short term. Okay, and
we have to just take it and learn as we go along.
Yeah. Okay. and hide that off screen and go down to the next comment. So, okay, we're all clear on comments. Yeah, so you can't make a quick adjustment no matter where you are because the supply of doctors and nurses is limited. And you can't bring nurses and doctors from another country because they're working in that other country.
Yeah.
They're needed in every country that's affected by coronavirus. The good news today, Corinda, is that they are, well, more than hopeful, there will be a vaccine this side of Christmas, which is 90% effective. In other words, 9 out of 10 people are inoculated against COVID-19. Now, obviously, the whole world is to share the vaccine that's going to be made. The UK will get 10 million units before the end of this year. Now, those 10 million units will go to the hospitals we've been talking about, to the doctors and the nurses. That's where the first tranche of vaccine will go. And then after that, it will be to people who are vulnerable. And we probably, as Fonz said earlier, we're low down the chain. So we probably won't see a vaccine this year. But the makers, who are, I think, Pfizer, have said that next year they will make 1 billion doses of the vaccine available, which means that next year more and more people will be able to take the vaccine.
I think it'd be a gradual thing through next year, wouldn't it? I'm seeing next year being the year of the vaccine sort of thing, and it as each month goes by, more and more people is dealt with, really, isn't it?
We know that we're in a carrot and stick situation at the moment. The carrot is that we can have Christmas, providing we stay locked in for 4 weeks. But somebody has just said that with the vaccine being more freely available in the first quarter of next year, 2021, then by April we should be able to get sort of back to normal. So
yeah,
that's something positive to look forward to.
So it's basically it's all it's lasted. If you look on those terms, of course they could change, but if you look at it on that on that time frame, it's about a year that we would be going through this.
Yeah, it is, and that's good news, Barry. We have record numbers of new. Oh, sorry, no, it's not good news. Right, we have had record numbers of new cases of COVID in Ontario. I read that wrong way, Barry. My apologies for that. We have 9 active cases in Sarnia. Yeah, we're in the middle of something horrible, and but as I say, the first good news that we've had in a long time is that there is going to be a vaccine which will be available internationally. And I know months ago our government signed up for 10 million units this year and 10 million units next year. And if Pfizer can actually create a vaccine, then I'm pretty sure that other manufacturers will be able to as well, because this should be a situation where the scientists actually share the information so that more than one place can actually create the vaccine.
It's not about profit, is it? It's about helping it.
Right. So will it be normal in 2021? It will. It should be improved, Corinda, by April, May next year. I'm hedging my bets, but there's a member of the SAGE, which is the government medical body, and they're saying one of them is saying it should get easier from April next year when a vaccine is available. Doesn't mean we don't have to socially distance, but it does mean that some of the things that we used to be able to do back in January, February this year may make a comeback. So it should ease the pressure on the hospitals, which should mean that operations can go ahead. And over to Chris, and Chris is reporting in from Belgium. Now, we already have COVID patients in Germany because hospitals in Liège can't follow anymore. So basically, patients are actually going from Belgium to Germany at the moment. So yeah, we can't overstate the seriousness of the current situation. There you are. And it is it's varying from country to country, and I know that hospitals and in our country are sort of at the tipping point, which is why we're on lockdown. And to Corinda. Cool, because services like police are different now. Okay, thank you, Corinda. Yeah, it's right.
I think it's everybody's pushed to their max, really, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, and over to Corinda again. Right, okay, so we've caught up with the messages, and we all need to be part in controlling COVID numbers. Totally agree, Barry. I mean, we can do our bit, but everybody's got to play a part. Everybody's got to act responsibly, and irrespective of which country you're in, people don't do that. And you've only got to look at crowds on television to know that people are not heeding the advice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. A change of topic. Tell you a story.
Yeah. Tell us about OBS.
Yeah, as you mentioned earlier, you've seen me hopping hither and thither, here and there on OBS. OBS has been on my computer for the last 5 or 6 years, and I have used it occasionally, but I only use it for me to go live. Yeah. So if I want to go live to YouTube, to Periscope, it's just, oh, wait a minute.
Did you put up? How did you do that without touching the script, putting it on?
Brenda is saying, yeah, so if people, there's no question mark there either. I'm just so impressed. Yeah, so if people like family or friends come to the house, how would that work? Right, at the moment, we don't know, Corinda. We don't know. We're waiting to be told what's going to happen at Christmas, and we won't be told about that until the first week in December. So Christmas is on hold for the moment. What we're going to have to do, we don't know. We will find out the first week in December in the UK. And I dare say it's the same internationally as well. So we'll keep a watch on that. Right, I'll move my hand this time and take Corinda's comment off screen. Corinda is saying, yeah, Corinda's got OBS too. So Corinda knows what I'm talking about.
I think I've got it as well.
Yeah, it's open.
I think most people have.
Yep. Open broadcasting software, otherwise known as OBS. You can get it from obsproject.com. I mean, Mac or Windows. But it's great for 1 or 2 people on screen. So one person on screen, sorry. Once you want to get a second person in, up until now, you've had to use Skype. And you've then got to go through the rigmarole and bring in Skype into OBS. And with the best will in the world, it's a botched job, and it's not in sync, and it's painful to watch. So nobody uses OBS for 2 people. That is until a Canadian, I love saying that, a Canadian called Stephen Seguin, who lives in Ottawa, was on furlough in the first lockdown back in March, April. And he is a live broadcaster, but he's also a programmer. And he set himself the task of writing software which would get 2 people onto OBS without using Skype. And he christened his new software OBS Ninja. And all I can say is that it works beautifully. You can have up to 7 people on screen using OBS for free.
From 2
OBS
to 7.
Is free. OBS is free. OBS Ninja is free. And they just work together well. OBS Ninja was designed to work with OBS, so it does. From an operational point of view, you go to obs.ninja, and then we can screen share, so I can share this. Just a minute.
Is there like, just saying, because like Be Live, you pay for it, and other software is the same. Is there a reason why they're free?
Yeah, because the programmer who's doing it is doing it for the benefit of everybody. He's not. You can buy him a coffee. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which we know well. You can buy him a coffee, but he's not asking for any consideration for the software. So I'm going to share the screen. I'm going to bring it up on screen and put it full screen so we can all see it. Hello, Fonz. So we can all see it. And this is obs.ninja. Yeah. And this is the first time I've shown this screen, so bear with me a moment. This is the ability to have more than one person in OBS at the same time. I'm going to go to the tab. I'll close that tab because I don't need it. Go to OBS Ninja, and I'm going to add group chat to OBS, which is what it is. Okay.
So this automatically connect to your OBS that you've got?
I'll be with you in a moment on that. Type in the title of your room. So I'm going to call this BOC2 because I already have a BOC1. Type in your password. Yeah. So I don't want a strong password. I want one that somebody can remember. Yeah. Okay. So I've given it a room name. Notice I'm not signed in. I'm just giving it a room name, and I'm now going to enter the room. Okay.
Yeah.
And the screen's changed, and you can see that I've got 4 guest slots. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, what I can do, this may or may not work. It may blow up the broadcast, so bear with me. Everything we're doing now has not been done before live, I do assure you. So wait for this. This is live. And if that's worked, then you should see me. There you are.
Oh, well, there you are.
I'm in 2 places at once. This is basically, I clicked the link and I came into this screen. Okay. If I gave somebody else a link, then they would come into this screen until you've got, say, 7 people on that screen. Yeah.
Did it just refuse after 7?
No, it can go up to 30. But your computer, the 8th one, your computer would start. You'd hear the fan on your computer going crazy because your computer's heating up like mad. Yeah. What you mean. So that's what stops it. It's computer power rather than anything else. Now, I can bring 2nd, 3rd, and 4th people. I can't do it while I'm live now because my computer would start complaining. But that's the principle, that you actually get 7 people on screen here. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you start up OBS, and you can see underneath me is copy the solo link. Yeah.
Yeah.
If I copy that link and I copied it to the clipboard, I can go to OBS and I can put that link into OBS in a browser and it will show me on screen. Then I click on the next person.
Do the same.
Do the same and repeat until I've got everybody. And then on the screen in OBS, I've got everybody on screen. Yeah. And then I just press go live on Facebook or go live on YouTube, and that's it. And the whole thing that we're looking at now is free.
Yeah. And can you put text on the screen as well, can't you, and all that?
On OBS, you can have overlays, you can have text, you can play videos.
That's right.
Yeah. The one thing you can't do is you can't do what we're doing now. I couldn't go onto OBS and do this. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't show comments on screen. We're not, this is not sophisticated. It's going to be up to 7 people on screen, all able to talk to each other, going out to an audience who can watch and comment. And you'd have to have the Facebook page open to actually
see what the comments are. Yeah.
See what the comments are.
It's still good though for free.
Well, for free, I'm going to stop sharing the screen now. For free, it is absolutely brilliant.
It's good for anybody who wants to broadcast and on a tight budget, really, isn't it?
Yep.
And wants to get out.
Well, for example, I'm going live with Peter Stewart tomorrow, and he's got, you won't believe this story, but he's got 2 Scotsmen who want to go live for free. They don't want to buy Be Live or StreamYard or anything like that. They want to go.
Why not? Hey?
I'm not saying a word. Right. So obs.ninja is the place to go, and it's free to use. I'm doing some training videos about it this week. You've seen most of what you need to do in what I showed you just then. It doesn't get any more complicated than that. The most complicated thing is actually going live to Facebook, because that bit's a bit tweaky. But
is it easier like YouTube and that?
Yeah.
You can do Twitch on there as well, can't you? I think
you can. Yeah. You Periscope.
Yeah.
Or you could go to, depends, you could go to restream.io and go to them all at the same time.
Yeah.
Possibilities are endless, but you can get the 2 people on screen for free, and then 2, 3, or 4, and then take it from there. Basically, so that's basically, it is obs.ninja. It's free and it works. I'm going to document it, then I'm going to speak to the guy who wrote it and see if we can find out more about it. You can do lots of whizzy things for it. I'm just sticking with going live with more than one person.
Yeah, well, it's good for anybody starting. I suppose it's good for anybody starting out who wants to see how it goes first before they invest money.
That's right. Yeah, it's ideal. And there are 2 scenarios where it works well. One is where you don't want a full-blown system because you're only going to go live once a week, once a month. So you want a free system. Yeah, that's the first scenario. So it's free. The second scenario is if you want to bring a guest into your broadcast. At the moment, they have to have either a Facebook account or a YouTube account.
Yeah.
Now, incredibly, not everybody is on Facebook or YouTube. With OBS Ninja, there is no login. Yeah. The security
so they can come from anywhere.
Yeah. The security is provided by the fact that you give a link to somebody with a password. Yeah. So those 2 pieces of information you don't make public. You just give it to the people you want to be on the broadcast, and you change it every time you go live.
Yeah.
And that's the protection that you're building in. And over to Chris. You need to buy earbuds for OBS tips. And basically,
she needs to buy earbuds.
Yep. Yep. The best ones are just a moment. You've got choices. Okay, I'll do you a fashion show. No, I won't. You can get earbuds like that, and they're pretty good. Just go to Amazon and type in earbuds, and you'll find these. But on all the OBS broadcasts I'm doing, basically as a trademark, I'm going to be wearing these, which are aftershocks. Yeah. So if you see me wearing blue, it's because I'm on OBS and I got to wear earbuds, but these are aftershocks and they're not going to fall out. They're not going to fall off. Yeah. So earbuds from about €10 upwards, really. And all you have to do is be able to listen. If you're not after hi-fi, high quality sound, then from 10 to €20 should be enough for a decent pair of earbuds. Okay, I'll take these off now because I don't need them because I've actually got the speakers on the computer at the moment. Okay, so earbuds readily available. And you can either have wired, like those were I showed you first, or they can be remote, or they can be cans, like Fonz is wearing.
Cans.
That's right.
I've got earbuds. Yeah, I've got earbuds, but I keep losing them. Even though sometimes I've got them on, sometimes I ain't.
Yeah.
If you saw my desk, then you'd understand why I can't find.
All right, I've got to have a tidy up because there's things that I've lost over the last couple of weeks. I've got to sort of have a tidy up and find out where they are. I think we're both.
I found £4 on here the other day, so that was a nice surprise.
That's not good. Leaving money around the desk.
I don't know. I think that was from 2018. I left out there.
Right. If you're watching us now and you are not a member, then you are invited to join Chris, Carinder, Fonz and I. I'm going to turn Fonz's microphone off, my microphone off, and just it's back to us. I'm going to turn the microphones back on. Right.
Caught me in the middle of texting.
Oh, right. Building Our Community is a network, and it's our network. I've taken the lease on it for the next 11 months, and you're welcome to join us over there. The things I'm going to say, it's not Facebook. There's no advertising. There is no censorship. It's just being respectful of everybody. That's the only rule there is. You can create your own private group, as Fonz has done. I'll tell us about that in a moment. Yep. And also, I'm very pleased that Stephen Silk of Blubbing for Britain has started a group called Sing, which is Stoke Internet. Well, it's a private group that Stephen started. I don't know what goes on in there. I know Stephen well, and he's inviting people to join not only the network, but also to join his private group. So once you join Building Our Community, you can open a private group. And once you've opened the private group, you can invite people to join. Now, the more, the merrier. If you bring somebody in, then I trust your judgment implicitly. So there's no problem from that score. There is no marketing taking place. I'm not trying to sell anybody anything. And you won't be sold to in the group, apart from people that I know. And I
damn, I've got to take all those posts then. Joking.
Okay. So, if you watch this video and you'd like an invitation to Building Our Community, then you can come along to Building Our Community and build your own community.
Yeah.
In private. And nobody's going to be spying on what you're doing, because if it's a private group, I don't have access. I can't see a thing. I know who's joined, but I don't know who your members are, and I don't know any of the content. And that will always remain so, because we're on a mighty network. Where
and be good on there, because the Bill's watching you.
Indeed. And if you're interested in history funds, there's a new group.
There's a history group. Yeah, all those adverts and all that I've got to take down now. No, I'm joking. There isn't any adverts. But no, yeah, all about history. Any questions, anything to do with history group. We'll chat about history, photos, videos, documentation, events in history, your own experiences in history, events you've attended. You want to talk about anything to do, as long as it's the past. It's not the present.
Sort of 5 minutes ago, really.
Yeah, well, we can talk about.
It's one group I have joined because I'm interested in history, and I'm looking forward to the content.
Where you can talk about the present, but you have to leave it to the next day.
Now, in terms of what you can do within your private group, you can embed YouTube and Vimeo videos. You can embed PDFs. You have text. You have emboldening, all the sorts of things is expected in a network. People who've joined are quite happily using it. As I say, there is no selling. Building Our Community is for everybody. It's an alternative to Facebook. People are getting fed up of the politics on Facebook and the censorship, and the biggest problem that people have at the moment is that Facebook will not allow them to pay for adverts. Now, this is during the election campaign. Facebook tweaked the algorithm, and the algorithm now is denying people the ability to monetize. Adverts that worked yesterday are not working today, and everybody's up in arms about it. So if you want a change, then come to Building Our Community, and it's over to Chris. And Chris is saying, thank you so much. Stephen and Fonz, you're most welcome. Right. Okay, now.
That's interesting.
There you are.
What kind? What history subject do you specialise in? Because when people say an historian, everybody thinks it's to do with everything to do with history, but it's not like we've got Tudor historians, Greek historians, I don't know, Stewart historians, Titanic historians. I'm just winging stuff off the top of my head there, but you get the point.
Yeah.
That kind of thing. So, yeah. Where do you specialise?
Well, it'd be brilliant.
Just don't say Cambridge.
Yeah. Chris, if you go to groups, you go to new, Fonz's group is right at the top because it's the newest group in there.
Yeah, and check out the website, cambridgehistorian.co.uk. That's cambridgehistorian.co.uk.
Okay. And it should be a link in the group as soon as you get there.
Yeah. But if there isn't, it's cambridgehistorian.co.uk.
Yeah, it trips off the tongue. Got it. Who got it? Okay. And wow, where does the time go?
I don't know, but did I mention cambridgehistorian.co.uk?
You did. Okay. And Chris is saying
that's what I call Middle Ages. We'll have to have a chat sometime. I'm not. Yeah, I mean, it's not my specialist, but Middle Ages around where I live.
Yeah.
It'd be good to have a chat sometime. I don't know if we're friends on Facebook. If not, you have to send me a friend request. Go have a chat about that.
You can also connect on building our community.
Oh yeah, you're trying to.
You're already there.
Yeah.
Chris just needs to join the group, and then you can.
I'm so used to saying, you know what I mean? It's force of habit, isn't it? It's like I just realised that you're just trying to flog the building community thingy, and I'm just asked to go on Facebook. But it's force of habit. It wasn't deliberate.
Well, that's okay. I mean, people are going from Facebook to a site called MeWe, MEWE, and that's been going for 4 or 5 years. I've been tracking. It's quite a good site, but people are going there as a protest, really, against what's going on Facebook. And they're also joining a group called Parler, or Parler, Parler.
Yeah.
And this is a true story. When the announcement was made that Joe Biden was president-elect, we know that 71 million people voted for Donald Trump. Well, 270,000 of them joined a group on Facebook, which was basically, how do we sort of sabotage what's going on? Can we meet up? Can we organize something to stop this Democrat takeover? And do you know what Facebook did?
Nothing.
Facebook closed the group.
Oh, right, yeah.
270,000 people found themselves without a home, and they went over to Parler. Now, Parler is the home of the right wing. And if you go over there, you will find, if you're a right winger, fine, fair enough, it's a choice. But you'll find all the right wing icons over there, probably including Farage. But certainly some of our right wingers who have been denied freedom of the press in the UK because they are so extreme are actually on Parler. Now, from a personal point of view, I wouldn't touch it with a barge pole, but
I've never heard of it till just now.
You will hear more and more about it.
Have you ever heard of Ning?
Of
Ning,
NING. That's going back a bit.
Do you know of it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was back in the radio when I was back at Turnheim Radio.
Yeah.
They had their own complete Ning setup. I think back then it was free, so I didn't have to pay for it. Yeah. And that was quite popular for a little while, but that's disappeared off the face of the earth, isn't it now?
Yeah, I mean, I was on Ning Networks. It sort of tripped off the tongue, a bit like cambridgehistorian.co.uk.
Yeah, that's the one, yeah. I'll slip you that $5 later.
It's okay. Right. Okay. There we are.
Art history. Van Gogh. Genius.
Yeah. Picasso.
And
Money.
yeah. Oh, Da Vinci.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, Mona Lisa. They reckon actually, I don't know if Chris knows this, that actually they think Mona Lisa is actually Da Vinci himself doing a self-portrait as a woman. That wasn't a real person.
Okay.
So that's one of those conspiracy theories, but I just thought I'd throw it in. I just wondered if she had heard it. That's all.
I think it rings a bell. Well, from Wiltshire in England. Thanks for watching, everybody. Take care. See you soon. Fonz, it's over to you.
Yeah, and on that bombshell, Mona Lisa might have been a man who painted himself. There you go. Bye-bye.
Van Eyck.
Oh, yeah, okay. Definitely.
We'll see you all in the History Forum on Building Our Community from Devisers and from Cambridge. Yeah. Take care till next week. Thanks for watching.